bubbles pop, my money keep growing. The girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my strap, they calling the law. Fuck around and get clapped for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars, then it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live. Okay.
We're doing it live, ladies. Bloodalytics Live, free trades. Let's get into it. Hit that like button. You know, we're here to print some money today. We're here to print some money today. I am beat, man. I was up to like 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, messing with this damn app that I'm building. Oh my God, I'm just beat. But we're here. We're here, ladies and gents. We're here. Let's see if we can make some money today. Of course, you know what to do. Get over to Bloodalytics.com. Get yourself a subscription. Start making some money. Because I know you're not trading. You might be. There's some good tools out there. Some good indicators out there. There's definitely some good indicators out there. But aren't too many that's showing you exactly where to get in, where to get out. You know. Take profits here, stop losses there, all that good stuff. Bloodalytics.com. And you know, like I told you guys the other day, what's so crazy is you know, I stumbled across the whole lunar cycle thing, and it was really before Rice and I did the interview with Waters Above, but he really like brought it to my attention. Of course, I knew about lunar cycles and how it affected people and markets and all that, but Waters Above really brought it home to me, man. And I was just like, wow, this is crazy. My crypto space in the house. But I say all that to say, I stumbled across making a lunar signal. Took me a while, but I finally got everything together, and it is live and it is direct. So we're pulling back now, but we'll look at the trend line right here in a second. See, we're kind of pulling back right now. The lunar cycle, the new moon phase, was on Sunday, right about, it was like almost Sunday evening, like 8 o'clock, something like that. Was like literally right here in this area, right off the trend line. Right off the trend line. A couple hours ago, we were knee deep in the gains on that bad boy, up 2% on that trade. Now we're still up. Let's see where's my Bitcoin trade. I have to log in, but yeah, we're still up, ladies and gents, on that trade. I can pull up the actual chart of the Moonalytics trade that we took the other day. Double long. I wish I would have gone double long. Unfortunately, I only was able to put one long in, so my profits aren't as big. We took 50% off the table right here. Now, it doesn't trade just cycle to cycle. We have trades in between there. Okay, some logic that I placed. That's what I needed to work on, was overlaying the lunar cycle with my kind of strategy that I use across all of my algos. And so that's been implemented in this as well. So that's why you're seeing multiple trades on the chart. Take profits. I'm a big take profit guy. I'll tell you. You got to take profits, ladies and gentlemen. You got to take profits. So this is our current take profit. Our first in this cycle was yesterday. at about 11 o'clock, right when I got on stream. Awesome signal, man. This is a nice freaking signal. And people are making money with it. So got a couple. I only got like 3 people that have signed up for the Moonalytics, but I know they're making money for sure. Let's take a look at the other chart though that I was just looking at here on today's stream, because the pattern, you know, we're seeing a follow through of the lunar cycle trade. It coincides with people. I think someone was saying yesterday, confluence. They trade confluence. Well, the confluence here was the lunar new cycle plus a trend line bounce. You guys know I only use trend lines and support and resistance. I don't even use Fibonacci's, which I believe in, and they're really good. I'm too lazy. It's no just trend line it. Just trend line that bad boy. Now, I would use a fib if a chart is going into uncharted territory, meaning hitting new highs, and you need to see like a fib extension outward to see where the hell potential price action will actually go. So that's why I would use that. And so that's that for me. That's just my strategy. That's the only reason I use a fib extension. But the fib retracements I rarely use. Only fib extensions on new all-time highs. So we're keeping this trend. Yellow line here, that's the trend that we have to keep. If we break this trend, we go lower, man. We go to 106-ish or even lower. NASDAQ doing well today. Before we get into the trades, I don't think I have. Let me double check before I say I don't have. You ever tell your kid, don't you? That black people always say, don't say you can't. You can do all things. Well, you can do all things. CNBC breaking news: job growth revised downward by almost 1 million. You know what, bro? Like, they are literally ruining their whatever little reputation they had. You know, there's no reason why an institution, a department of labor, why you would be off by almost 1 million jobs. That means that you're not doing something right, PhD. You're not doing something right. All that education and you are off 1 million jobs. All those degrees, you're off 1 million jobs. Yeah, nah, that doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. So Scalpalytics, we went short again. You know, I trade the US zone with Scalpalytics. I suggest either trading Euro or US. I prefer US, a little bit more volatility, but went short in the Eurozone at about 741 this morning, as you guys can see on the screen. All right. And we had a little dip, but the dip is being bought now, which is interesting. Will it extend upward? I don't know. That's a pretty big dip there. It surely is. But we have, we're at the bottom of the zone, the channel. We're near the bottom for the Euros today. This is why I love these trading sessions. Gives you a kind of spatial intelligence on the chart for the session on your zones, right? Top and bottom. So we're near the bottom of the zone now for the Euro session, and we just started the New York session right here. But Scalpalytics Pro went short at 7:40 a.m. this morning. An even better trade Ethereum. If you're trading Eurozone, shout out to House of Trades, MGBX, my guys over there. If you're trading Eurozone, you would have went short on your Ethereum trade here, and you just would have taken 50% of your profits. Boom. Bada boom, bada bing. And if you traded outside of those two zones, you would have had a nice long here. L chicken, remember guys, L chicken is, let's bring up the ledger. L chicken, 50% take profit. S chicken, 50% profit. So that's a short chicken. Take some chicken off the table. That's why I labeled it that. And then the TP long and shorts are 25% thereafter. My Crypto Space says, bro, do you think the Fed will do 50 basis points next week? I have been calling for it when everyone laughing. So, yeah, they need to scrap that department, bro. They need to scrap the labor of the... It's no point. There's no accuracy anymore. It's been politicized. Let's bring the scammer to do the reports. They more trustworthy. Who? What scammer? You talking about someone in particular? Yeah, we got to scrap that department, man. Or do a huge renovation of that bad boy. It needs a reorg. They call it in corporate. You need a reorg of the labor department, because this shit it's not. It's useless, guys. It's absolutely useless. So, L chicken. We've taken just a couple of minutes ago. This is on a 1 minute. Your Scalpalytics Pro trades on the 1 minute. But had a nice short here in yesterday's session for Ethereum that you would have carried through the night. That's a nice trade right there. Boom, 50% at the end of the U.S. session there. Another 25% there. And then you just took all types of profit right there before going long here. No, just scammers, gambling crowd. Oh, yeah. Seriously, bro, like Polymarket might need to be the official Department of Labor going forward. They're more accurate than they are. The Federal Reserve, no need. Polymarket. Polymarket consensus will give us, well, that can be kind of gamed, but you get the point, though. Wisdom bars, you get the point. So as of now, I don't have a free trade for you. We'll monitor the charts as we go through today. Again, we're still carrying that Moonalytics trade from over the weekend, the new moon cycle. I'm just mad I didn't put more on the table. I think I only placed a $20,000 trade on that Bitcoin long from the Moonalytics signal, and we took 50% of that off yesterday. Okay, I'm still in this BNB trade long. But yeah, I'm a little upset that I didn't put more on the table. Usually I try to do like 50, but you know, the Moonalytics signal, I know it's a longer term, not a longer term, but it's a swing trade type situation, and I don't have it automated, so I knew I would be stepping away from that trade, so I didn't want to put too much on the table. Let's take a look at what we got again. I forgot what we have for the economic calendar. I want to make some trades here on MGBX for you guys as well. New exchange that I'm partnering with. And of course, you guys should definitely come over and join me, because if you do, as I tell you all the time, if you come and join Crypto Blood over at MGBX, guess what? I'm giving you 5 free days of Scalpalytics Pro, ladies and gents. So, come on down, like Bob Barker would say. Dun, 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 dun. No, man, those were the days, boy. The Price is Right. Come on, man. Round of applause for and R.I.P. to Bob Barker. That was like, that is the fiber of my young childhood development. Watching the white man with that thin ass microphone telling people, come on down. But yeah, I was in a trade. Again, I couldn't monitor. I didn't, I placed a trade last night, so I couldn't monitor it. I just put a nibble on. I think it was like 5,000 I put on this trade. I took 50, half the trade off, and we're gonna let the rest ride. But it was up much more than this. I think we're up about 300% on the equity. But just nibbled on this trade, and this was a trade alert I saw in the morning when I was about to go to sleep. It was from, let's go see where that was from, ladies and gentlemen. That was from where was that from? Was it? I think it was my beta signals. My beta signal dashboard here. Yeah, that's exactly where it was from, people. I think. Yeah. Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, it was from this here. It was from this chart. And I didn't even notice that it had been taking profits all night long. See, this is why I'm saying, like, I didn't put too much on there because I couldn't monitor it, right? So just nibbled on it, but I still made about $100 last night on that trade. It was a double long. I didn't even see the double long. I only got the one long, but the long, double long, you would have killed it last night going into the Euro session. And we're getting some volatility now out the gate, but for the US, but yeah, that was a nice trade. That was a nice trade. I mean, I'm talking about a 2.5% run up. I wish I would have had the energy to stay up. I would have put more on the table. But I'm looking. I'm lurking. We're gonna try to get something while we're streaming live here today. Hit that like button again. If you, this is what I wanted to say. Got cut myself off. Come on over to MGBX and get 5 free days of Scalpalytics Pro, Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, scan that QR code, create a new account, and all you got to do. And I still have to finish doing this on the website, where it just makes it very simple for you to fill out a form and do it. But all you got to do is send me your UID number from your newly created MGBX account and your TradingView username to algo@cryptoblood.io. And I will set you up with a free subscription, ladies and gentlemen. That's all you got to do. And to give you one better, if you deposit $100 or more, MGBX will match your account. So $100, you get $100. All right. So if you deposit 100, you give you 100. So you got $200 to trade Scalpalytics with in 5 days. Yeah, you should be able to do some damage. I'm just saying. All right. So that's that trade that manually placed last night. I just wanted to put some trades on MGBX because it's my system is like all these charts here. These are all automated, so I got it set up automatically. And actually, I'm mentioning this now, but I need to send out an email. So I'm going to be slowly updating the hedge fund signals. Those are the last to get updated because I want to just make sure I don't introduce something that is, that's a longer term trading type of thing. But I did update the BNB signal for the hedge fund group. BNB, where is it at? BNB signal has been upgraded. to my latest version, and yeah, this is it right here, ladies and gents. So this is a new version that's running on the Hedgelytics Pro. Nice trades. Yesterday trade, boom, 50%. Now this turbo short and short were losses right here. That was a loss. But then we turned around and did that long here. Took 50% of those profits right there. And then did a turbo long here. And that's what we're in right now. And took some more profits there. Cool. So yeah. Just wanted to give you guys an update on the hedge fund signal. We did upgrade the BNB. I'm going to be upgrading the other ones slowly but surely, because I got my beta signals. They've been running for like a month and a half now, and that's why I'm starting to migrate them up to the hedge fund. But these bad boys are working 24/7, trading all day, all night, making money while you sleep. Printing money, as we printing money while you sleep, baby. All right, so what we have coming up tomorrow, let's do a refresh. We got a sell Solana signal from my beta signals, not from anything live, like public signals. Solana. So let's go over here to Solana and see what's going on. So you're getting a sell Solana signal right now. Do I want to take that trade and close the other trade? I need to see. Let me come over here really quickly, guys, to look at this trade. So we just got a sell on Solana. The momentum looks like up for the whole market. I forgot to show you guys the other chart, my macro chart for all the altcoins. But I'm a little skeptical of taking this trade, but we're going to do it though. We are going to do it. So let's take this trade here. So I only had, let me see if I can, latest price, 100% limit. So I limited out of that trade. Let's go back over here to Solana. Go market, and we'll do, we'll nibble on this right here. I'm a little skeptical of this trade, so I'm not putting that much on it until I see what happens here. But just put a little short on, because here's our stop loss here. Stop loss on Solana, this Solana trade, will be 217.11. 217.11 on the stop. First take profit would be 213.05. See, we're starting to head higher now. So what I really want to do is I want to take the trade, the next trade. I want to take the long trade. That's what I really want, because I feel like we might go higher. I really feel like we might go higher. So make sure you put your stops in if you're going to take this trade. We shorted Solana. Your stop is 217.11. Your first take profit, which is 50%, will be at 213.05. Still long over here. That's the Moonalytics trade, the Bitcoin long. The BNB trade is from actually last week. Oh, we're dropping. We're dropping. Yeah, we're dropping, ladies and gents. Okay, all right. All righty, all righty, all righty. Oh yeah, so World Liberty is that trade has been. I saw my automatic trading on Blowfin. Let's take a look at that because that trade looked kind of good this morning. It was a long, I think, or a short. Oh yeah, it was a short. It was a short that I saw that. I'm like, dang, we made some money on that one. So this short right here, from here to here, this morning or yesterday morning was when it was placed. 1.5% on that trade. I think it was another. No, that's the weekend. So is this the right? I'm not sure this is the right signal. Let me see something. Is that the right signal? I don't know if that's the right signal, ladies and gents. Yeah, this is the signal. The other one was not. That wasn't the proper signal. This is the signal that I'm actually running right now. So this short, because I'm like the short was bigger than that. So this short, we're in still almost 3% on this trade right here. World Liberty Finance token. I mapped my algo to this very, very new and highly volatile stock meme. I don't know. Is it a meme? I don't even know no more. This is what I'm saying. I don't even follow this stuff anymore. I just literally trade it. No more following, just trades. I don't keep up to date on what meme is this, what project is building a layer 5 with this and that. Nah, I don't care anymore. Because it's been all bullshit. I'm just going to be honest with you. The last 13 years of this mess, it's been nothing but dangling the carrot, promising this, doing that, and not getting any results. Not making any real meaningful. It's making progress, but it's so like slow and minuscule that it's negligible. There's no point. So just speculate in the space and call it a day. That's what I say. Not giving you financial advice. That's what Crypto Blood is doing. So yeah, this thing, this World Liberty is rolling over. I wonder if this is coinciding with Solana rolling over. We got a sell Bitcoin alert that just popped up. Should I sell Bitcoin? Should I sell the Moonalytics signal? Now we're going to keep that going. We're going to keep that going. But I might sell it over on MGBX. Let's do it like that. So let's go to MGBX and let's sell short Bitcoin. And see what happens here. What we got going on here? S chicken on our Solana short. Okay. Oh no, that's Sui. That was a Sui short that I did. I'm in it from my algo placing the trade, but manually I didn't place that trade. But you guys can see down there in the bottom, sell Bitcoin. That's my alpha signal. That's the most experimental one. Let me get my name out of the way, because that's pretty annoying. How do I do that? I have no clue how to get my freaking name out of the way. How do you do it? Customize names. There we go. There we go. Sell near on my alpha signal. Well, you're getting free signals. I'm not placing the trades. There's way too many to manually place, but we got to sell on near. But I was just trying to see here. Yeah, this World Liberty is a nice short. This was a nice short right here. Let me get over to did we get a oh, this is nice. So you would have had a nice trade. This is the live signal from Scalpalytics Pro. This was a nice trade right here. Short, even though it would have happened at 7:40 this morning. Just taking a 50% take profit on Bitcoin, as you guys can see right there. But I'm just trying to track, where did the signal to go short on Bitcoin happen that I just placed a short on, because I need to know kind of where I am in this trade. All right, so here we go. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. So this is the trade that we just went short on Bitcoin on. Your stop loss is going to be at 112.544.32. 112.544.32 is your stop loss on that. Seems far away. 0.6% away. Okay. Seems kind of far. But I guess it's not. Our Solana trade short was from, I think it was from my beta signal. It's from here that we're up in. It's coming back now, but that was the initial trade up here. Right there, we went short. So that was your free trade for today. Target is 1.3%. So it's a longer hold on this Solana short. So the longer you hold, the more risk you have of losing your trade. That's why I try to keep my take profits pretty tight, especially the first one, to take some of the risk off the table. So we'll be carrying this one a little bit longer. The longer you're in the market, the more risk you hold. If you didn't know that. That's why the holy grail of trading is to find scalping signals, scalping strategies where you're in and out of the market and you're not carrying a lot of risk. That's just the rule of the game. The longer you're in the market, the more risk you're taking, because you're buying a risk on asset. Voice Crypto in the chat room said, okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. He sent over some blood moon skywatchers worldwide best photos. I'll have to check that out. Matter of fact, let me see something here. See what he got. You know, it was so crazy. Last night, I saw a blood moon. I don't know about you. We weren't supposed to see it. But last night, I saw a blood moon. That's the crazy thing about it. Well, I don't even think we were supposed to see a blood moon, and we saw one. What the hell is going on with this globe? That's a beautiful sight. That's exactly how it looked, too, last night here in Michigan. That's exactly how it looked. See, stuff like this. You can never appreciate pictures anymore because you don't know if it's AI. You know what I mean? Like, we can't even appreciate pictures like this anymore because we don't know if it's AI. It's ridiculous. But at any rate, the other thing I wanted to talk about before we wrap up for today, you got your free trade. We're locked in. Your stop loss is at 217.11 on Solana. All right, you got that in there. We're in the green. We're in the money on that. Your take profit, first take profit is 213.05. So lock that in now. That's your free trade for today, ladies and gents. Try to give you one. I got a lot of signals, so I should be able to give you, but I try to give you some from the public traded, publicly available signals, I should say. You know, I try to give you signals from one of these packs, either the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Scalpalytics Pro, Solana BNB, Scalpalytics Pro, or the SUI XRP Scalpalytics Pro. So that's why, you know, I got a whole bunch of signals now, like over 17 signals I could give at any time, most likely. But I'm trying to give you something from publicly available signals. Let me just see something here. Because on Scalpalytics Pro for Solana and BNB, you actually would have had even better trade if I had that if I had that loaded up here. So this is a Scalpalytics Pro for Solana. We would have gone short, and this would have been right at the opening. But there's so many charts to look at, I can't look at them all. So this is if you had the Scalpalytics Pro for Solana, you would have gone short right here at 10 o'clock a.m. and you would be in the money. You'd be way further in the money than we are. At the low, it touched one. Yeah, you would have been up 1.6% on this short at its low. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it live. You're seeing it live. So one thing I wanted to talk about, though, before we wrap up, is NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, which is very interesting to me that they're about to do this. Hit that like button, y'all, and share this stream as we wrap up with the free signals for today. NASDAQ see if I can do a search on this. So NASDAQ has announced towards tokenized securities. Yeah. That deserves a yeah. NASDAQ makes push to launch trading of tokenized securities. NASDAQ proposes trading tokens tied to stocks and ETPs. If approved, move would mark first instance of tokenized securities trading on a U.S. exchange. Here's the thing. Okay, now this makes more sense. So this is not taking all of the shares that currently trade on NASDAQ and tokenizing them. It's just taking you'll have the ability to tokenize your shares and trade them on NASDAQ. Because here's the problem. I don't know if you know, but I know that there are more shares outstanding than actually exist. Is they say it's 2-to-1, but it's probably even higher than that. So there are more people have more shares than they're actually supposed to be of specific companies. So I'm like, why would they want to do this? So it's not going to take and tokenizing all the stocks that are within the NASDAQ. It's just tokenizing. I guess if companies want them tokenized, they can. I don't know. I have no clue. But I thought this was interesting. And this is the right direction because it definitely cuts down on. Now you'll know exactly how many shares are floating. You have proper price discovery for those shares, and you won't have no funny stuff going on because every token is literally trackable on the blockchain. And I'm assuming this is going to open up for truly fractional shares. I don't know if you remember Share Builders. They attempted to do that years ago. Have fractional shares, but now you'll truly be able to have fractional shares. So, leave it with that. All right, hit that like button. Share this stream. Jump over to bloodalytics.com and join the team. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'll check y'all tomorrow. Peace.